Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be doing a first impression slash wear test on the La Mer Soft Fluid Foundation and their new sheer pressed powder. If you didn't know, La Mer is now sold at Sephora, and I thought it would be a great idea to try their foundation and the new sheer pressed powder. La Mer is a very expensive brand, which is why I picked it up during the recent Sephora VIB sale. I also did a haul video on the Sephora sale, so I'll link it in the info box above for those of you who want to check it out and see what goodies I got during the Sephora sale. But for now, I really want to start trying out this La Mer Fluid Foundation and the powder. So let's get started. So first up, we have the La Mer Soft Fluid Longwear Foundation. So I'm in the shade Honey 43. Now this is what the bottle looks like. It's a super luxurious glass bottle, and it actually comes with a pump as well, which is really exciting. It has an SPF of 20, and I think this is like 1 fluid ounce because it says 30 ml, so I think that's 1 fluid ounce if I'm not mistaken. I do want to say that this shade in Honey 43, it is the darkest shade that La Mer makes this foundation. It is really sad because La Mer is such a big brand and such an expensive brand too. So I feel like they have really no excuse to not make darker foundations. I'm gonna take off a point for that, for not including everybody in this experience, because I don't know, it's just not fair, right? It's just not fair that shades, you know, will end at this range. And those of you who are darker skin tone than I am, unfortunately you won't be able to try out the foundation because it just doesn't come in that range. So it doesn't say on the unicarton like which skin type it's meant for. So right now I'm combo dry, like I'm really dry around my cheek area, my chin area. I'm really dry right now. So I'm kind of normal to dry at the moment. I'm usually combo oily in the summertime, but when it comes to winter, I get combo dry. I'm gonna shake it up a little bit. I'm gonna put 1 pump on the back of my hand. Now it feels really liquidy. You can see it's quite liquidy actually. So I have to work with it a little fast. I'm going to use my Morphe Y6 brush to blend this in. I love this foundation brush. So right off the bat, I can tell you it's probably like a light to medium coverage foundation. I actually meant to do one side of my face so you can see the difference from the other side. So let me actually finish this half of the face real quick. This foundation has a light scent to it, which is not bothering me because it's really light. So far I feel like it's a light to medium coverage, if you can see from this end over to this end. Also, I want to mention that I had to use more than 1 pump. Usually 1 pump does the job for me, but I can immediately say that this would be really good for dry skin because my dryness is not emphasized as much. Like around the nose area, I'm still feeling a little dry, but that's just because I didn't moisturize properly. But the rest of my face looks really nice and it looks pretty natural, and actually it matches me quite perfectly, which I'm really happy about because I didn't try this foundation on my face. I just tried the shade, you know, in a store on my hand. For my concealer today, I'm going to be trying on the new Kevyn Aucoin Etherealist Concealer. Just to give me some coverage around my eye area. Yeah. This concealer feels really nice. This concealer though, really pretty. I'm so happy I picked it up. It looks really nice. I'm not going to use the La Mer powder to set my under eyes because it has a slight tint to it. So I want to keep my under eyes brightened. So I'm going to use the RCMA No Color Powder underneath my eyes and the La Mer powder all over my face. I'm going to set the under eyes really quick. So my under eyes are now set with powder. Next I'm going to go in with bronzer. This is the By Terry dual powder in the shade Mocha Fizz. Love this bronzer. It's my new favorite. Look how beautiful that is. Next up we have blush, and I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic blush in Sex on Fire. This is how the blush looks like, super pretty. I'm going to use an angle brush and just lightly it's like a really pretty blush. Wanted to try a blush with no shimmer today because I want to see how the foundation works throughout the day, and you know, if it gets shiny and whatnot. So I'm trying to use more matte products, if you will. Let's actually powder our face right now before I put in highlighter. I'm gonna go in with the sheer pressed powder in the shade Medium Deep, and again the shade Medium Deep is the darkest shade that the powder comes in as well. Just so you know, it is really unfortunate that this is the darkest shade, but that's what it comes in. It also comes with a poof, which I'm going to keep for now. I'm not going to use it. I'm going to use the multitask brush from Real Techniques. Just swirl it in the pan, tap it off, and just, you know, press it in. And this powder has the same fragrance as the La Mer foundation. So first impressions on the powder, it is a matte powder. It is like really finely milled powder though. Like, I'm not usually a fan of pressed powders. I usually love loose powders because they're more finely milled, but this one though, it was a dream to apply. No complaints so far. It just like melted into my skin. Like it didn't even like stick to anything. It's not clinging to any dry patches. So yeah, really liking the powder so far actually. Next I'm going to take a highlighter from Fenty Beauty, and this is the duo right here. It is well loved. This is Mean Money Hustla Baby. I only ever use the shinier side because the other side doesn't do much for me. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. So I'm gonna just keep the highlighter the tops of my cheekbones. Look how pretty that is. Down the center of my nose. A little bit on the Cupid's bow. Alright, for lipstick we have Too Faced Sex on the Peach. It's like a taupe nude. And let's put that on. So it looks really really nude on me. So I'm gonna add in another shade. This is Smashbox Always On Liquid Lipstick. Add it in the center. Okay, so that's a little too pink. So I'm gonna go back in with my nude lipstick and just share that out. Alright guys, so this is how my makeup looks right now. It looks really nice, really beautiful. So I'm going to be heading out soon. So it is 10:20 in the morning. My foundation and powder are looking great. So yeah, let me get on about my day. And I'll do a check-in with you guys in a few hours, okay? Alright, I promised you guys that I'll do a check-in during the day, and that's what I'm doing right now. It is about 1 in the afternoon, and yeah, I just wanted to show you how my makeup wore throughout the day, especially the foundation. That is how the foundation looks. So it's been about, I think, three and a half hours since I wore this foundation. You can see that it is getting slightly dewy around my nose area, and around my cheek area as well. This is the highlight, so ignore that. But powder here, great powder. It's really just, I don't know, just looks a little bit blurring on the skin. It just makes you look so good, so flawless. It's not a heavy powder. It is a sheer pressed powder, so that's exactly what it does, and the shade actually matches me really good. It doesn't make me look too white. It doesn't have a white cast or anything. It is a really good powder. So I'd highly recommend the powder. Want to give you my quick thoughts on the La Mer foundation before I wrap up this video. All I'm gonna say is that it is great for those of you who have normal to dry skin. You know, you'd really love it. It is a nice dewy foundation. Again, I'm loving it right now, but I don't think I'll be enjoying it in the summertime, just because my skin tends to get oily in the summer. So yeah, this foundation wouldn't work for me in the summertime, but right now through the winter months, I'm gonna love this foundation, guaranteed. I wish that it was a little bit less pricey. I know that La Mer is usually skincare related, which is why this foundation probably has some skincare ingredients in it, which is probably why it's expensive. But there are other foundations in the market that are light to medium coverage that I enjoy as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I definitely enjoyed doing this kind of foundation and powder wear test and review. Doesn't happen too often, but I like doing these kind of check-ins where you can see my makeup in natural daylight. I think that's important. If you guys like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and do subscribe to my channel, and also hit the notification bell so that you get a notification whenever I post a new video. Yeah, have a great day or night wherever you guys are, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys.